Athletes, please silence your cell phones. Also a reminder, recording press conference video on cell phones is prohibited. Please provide your name and media affiliation each time you ask a question during the press conferences. We'll have 2 mic runners. Please wait for the microphone to reach you before asking a question. If you are joining on Zoom, please use the raise hand function for questions. We'll address questions in the room first and take questions from Zoom if time permits. Now joining us, members of the Arkansas Razorbacks, head coach Dave Van Horn, and student athletes Gabe Gackle and Reese Robinette. We'll start with an opening statement from Coach.
Yeah, I thought, as far as I thought our pitching was incredible. Obviously, Anderson and Shores did a tremendous job, and then they finished it up there with Evans in the 9th. But, we had a couple of chances to score some runs, and we didn't. Reese hit a home run and got us kind of feeling pretty good down 3-1. And, we just needed to score the next inning, but we didn't. But really it boiled down to Anderson just he didn't give us anything. I mean, he's 11-1 because he's really good. So that's all I got.
We'll open it up to questions for the student athletes.
Noah Bieniek of 11.7. This question's for Gabe. Gabe, since you moved into the bullpen after that Texas A&M series, 32 innings, 7 earned, ERA of 197. Today, outstanding outing, relatively full-strength pitching staff heading into the upcoming 4 games possibly for Arkansas. Can you just make a statement on, your mentality coming out of the bullpen compared to starting games and what that does for the team going forward?
Yeah, I think it's it's the same mentality. You're just going out there and pitching, and I just wanted to eat up some innings to save some guys because we got a lot of games ahead of us. So same mentality, and we'll be back here in a few days.
Jackson Fuller, Southwest Times Record. Reese, I know you hit the home run, but what was kind of the conversation of the dugout? What was Cade Anderson doing to kind of make it a difficult night for the offense?
Yeah, he's a great pitcher. He's mixing well, keeping our hitters off balance, and we just had to, stick with an approach and stay with it, and just try to, put your best swing on it.
Matt Byrne, ADG. Gabe, for you, a career best outing for you. What was about, just with Zach coming out quicker and it being a quicker call to you, how is that different tonight compared to games past times that you come out of the bullpen?
Yeah, like I said, it's the same mentality. It was a little quicker turnaround, but, you just got to be ready whenever.
Any more questions for the student athletes?
Gabe, it's obviously we've had a bunch of low-scoring games. Does it feel different as a pitcher pitching in this ballpark? Your first time here, can you feel maybe a different sense of how the game's going to go on the mound?
Yeah, it definitely feels different. A lot more fans, and we're playing for something pretty important. So there's a little bit of a difference.
Gabe, Reese, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Okay, now we'll open it up to questions for Coach.
Jackson Fuller, Southwest Times Record. Dave, just what went into lifting Root there in the second? Was it a stuff situation? Kind of walk us through that decision.
Well, to me, it was a hard decision. I had to make a decision. Anderson looked really good. It seemed like we weren't getting good swings off of him. We're already down 3 runs. They had, I think, Fry coming up, who's hitting over 400 against left-handers. And it was I just didn't feel like that we could let him score anymore. And I had a great pitcher in the bullpen who was hot. We got him up because we saw what we saw. 2 walks, hit by pitch, a hit or 2, and the game was about to get out of hand. And, it's early, but the wind's blowing in. It's going to be tough to hit it over anybody's head. And, scoring a lot of runs against Anderson, to me, wasn't something that was going to happen. And, I hated to do it, but I just felt like it was the right decision, and I'll stand by it. It was the right decision.
How critical were the 2 walks there in that inning from Root? Especially Curriel, he gets ahead 0-2 and can't put them away.
Yeah, it was tough, unless you get out of it, and he didn't. He gave up a hit after that, and just maybe 1 or 2 runs, but that third run, that was pretty tough. You're thinking, he'd already thrown 20-some pitches that inning, 25, upper 20s, I'm not sure what. But, you just the conditions and who we're facing and who's on the mound, just it made those 2 walks look big, and they were.
Noah Beanick, 11.7. Coach, Gabe was your opening day starter this season. Today was his longest outing of the year, and it came out of the bullpen. Is it reassuring to go out there and see him pitch at his best on the biggest stage?
It is. He threw 90 pitches. I think he struck out 10 guys. I'm not sure exactly. I mean, our team, we struck out 16. I thought the pitchers did a good job, just moving it around a little bit. Gibbler made a mistake, 0-2. Supposed to be down in the dirt and probably gets a punch out. And or Gackle doesn't give up any runs because that was his run out there. But he pitched great. He did everything that we were hoping he would do, and that's hold down a really good lineup and give us a chance to chip away and get back in, but their staff didn't let us.
Yeah, Dave, what was kind of the feeling in the dugout after LSU gets on you early 3-0 and uses small ball to do it?
Well, the feeling was we still have 7 innings to go, or actually 8, because I think it was the top of the second. We had 8 at bats, so we were still in it, 3-0, not a problem. We can score 3 real quick. Maybe not tonight with the way they pitched or with the way the wind was blowing, but it can happen. And I think we were just trying to chip away. Now you start getting into the 5th and 6th inning. Still 3-0, you're starting to get a little concerned, and then Reese hit a home run, still nobody out, and that would have been big. I think we had another inning where we had the leadoff man on. He gets second on a wild pitch, and we don't score him. Now, Thomas can't hit a ball any harder to center field, but, that's the breaks of the game. But, the mood was confident, and, it's one game. Now we put ourselves in a hole that we got to dig ourselves out of.
Aria Gerson, USA Today. Dave, obviously this is not your first rodeo in Omaha, but given your past experiences, how are you approaching going forward, being in the losers bracket right away? Well,
obviously we need to move on from this one and get over it and not think too far down the road. We just got to take care of business on Monday. We need to play good Monday. Because if we don't, there's no Tuesday. And if we can get through Monday, we got Tuesday, and we got to do the same thing. You just can't get all uptight about it. These guys they've come back and won games. They've done some great things this year. So that's what I told them. Right? We got a bullpen full of pitchers. We got a bunch of hitters that can hit, and they didn't have a good night. And we need to move on and get ready for Monday.
Kendall Rogers, D1 Baseball. DVH, you've seen Cade Anderson twice in just over a month. What is it about him, from your perspective, just make him such a special pitcher?
Yeah, he really just doesn't leave the ball over the middle of the plate. Even his misses are close. He missed a lot of pitches away to righties that you could tell he was a little frustrated that it was that tight. And change of speeds just enough. The first time we faced him, he struck us out more. But we hit him harder. When we hit it hard, and we scored some runs on him. Tonight, when we hit it, we didn't hit it real hard most of the time. So, just really, really good pitcher, polished. I think he's going to continue to just get a lot better as he gets bigger and stronger. You can just see the projection there.
Take one more question up front.
Yeah, Dave, are you planning on starting Wood on Monday?
That'd be the plan right now, but, I'll be honest with you, it could change when we look at this.
That'll conclude our press conference. Coach, thanks for your time.
Okay, thank you.
Hammond Communications will post a recording this